Let's get into our start-sit dilemmas going into the week as we look at your rankings, Matthew. And we have to talk about Jared Goff, who only has 2 games this year with 18-plus points. He does come in as a top 20 play for you this week, so obviously super flex viable. But the question is this someone you can continue to start in a one-quarterback format anymore? A guy that's been so reliable, lower ceiling, but that high floor seems to be gone recently.
Yeah, I mean, part of the problem is that they are so good. We've seen this before sometimes. And so, it's interesting. The projections have them around 250 yards, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns. You're like, oh, that's a pretty good game. But then you think about some of the other, the Matthew Staffords of the world, some of the other pocket passers. And then just, when I ran the projections, when I did the numbers, like randomly, he winds up as a low-end QB2. So I am closing it out. I mean, it's worth noting that so far this season, only one team in the NFL is lower in pass rate than the Detroit Lions because they run the ball so effectively. As you mentioned, they're over touchdown favorite at home. Probably not going to have to throw. Like, he'll probably still get Amon-Ra for one as well. But, literally, he has one top 10 week on the season. He's finished higher than QB17 only twice this year. So, love the player, love the offense. Probably the best team in the NFL, but I'm closing it out.
Yeah, I think the thing with Goff, Connor, is that I don't think he's been as good this year. He's had really shaky games, thought he played really poorly against the Bucs. He's still a good quarterback. He's still the steward of what is, I think, a top 2 team in the NFL. I'd probably have them, again, no disrespect to my Colts, but I'd probably have them second behind the Chiefs, right there with the Packers, and then Colts, Rams, Bills, and so forth. But it just seems like they're so dominant running the ball, and that Goff, he's still going to rack up touchdown passes because they're in scoring position so often, but the ceiling doesn't seem to be there this year.
And that right there is almost the problem with this offense that we talk about so much, is that Amon-Ra, you know exactly what you'll get from him, but you have the wild variance of Jameson Williams. Even Sam Laporta is pretty high variance, and it's kind of trickled to Goff because, Matthew, they are so good and consistent running the ball. They are committed to running the ball with 2 different guys. And John Morton, I think that was the priority when he took over the offensive coordinator job from Ben Johnson, and maybe they don't have to have this advanced pass game or throw it around in the scripts that they're playing in.
I agree. I agree. Look, I mean, the hope here is coming out of the bye that maybe they're a little bit better, right? Is that they're a little bit better. It is worth noting the Raiders have allowed 8 touchdowns to running backs over their last 5 games, so it's a good matchup here, right? As well. So I'm reluctantly keeping it open here. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Rotoworld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.